Hello friends. Welcome to Clear Speak Academy. Today's topic is Improve English Alone. Susan had always wanted to speak English fluently. She knew English was important for travel, work, and making new friends. But whenever she tried to speak, she felt nervous. Her words didn't come out right, and she often forgot the vocabulary she needed. One day, Susan decided she would improve her English on her own. She didn't have a teacher, but she believed she could do it if she practiced every day. She made a simple plan: read, listen, speak, and write in English as much as possible. The first step she took was reading. She picked up a simple English storybook. The first few pages were difficult. She didn't know some words, but instead of giving up, she used a dictionary to learn them. With each page she understood more. Slowly, reading became easier, and she felt proud when she finished her first book. Next, Susan started listening to English. She found videos and songs online. First, everything sounded too fast. She could only understand a few words. But she didn't stop. She listened again and again, repeating words out loud until she could say them clearly. Susan also practiced speaking alone. She stood in front of a mirror and spoke to herself. It felt silly, but it helped her gain confidence. Every day, she repeated words and sentences she had learned. She imagined she was having a conversation with someone. Day by day, Susan felt a small improvement. She was excited to continue her journey. After a few weeks, Susan's English improved, but she faced new challenges. Sometimes, she felt frustrated when she couldn't remember words. Other times she doubted herself. Was she really improving? To stay motivated, Susan started writing in English. She kept a diary where she wrote about her daily life. At first, her sentences were very simple. Today, I woke up early. The weather is nice. But soon she started writing longer sentences. She looked up new words and practiced using them in her diary. She also wanted to practice conversation. Since she had no English-speaking friends, she searched for online forums where people practiced English together. She joined a group and introduced herself. Hello, my name is Susan. I am learning English alone. People welcomed her, and soon she was chatting with them. First it was scary. She made mistakes, but no one laughed at her. They helped her correct her sentences. This made her feel comfortable, and she started enjoying the conversations. One day, Susan decided to test her listening skills. She watched an English movie without subtitles. It was difficult, but she was surprised that she understood some parts. She smiled, realizing how far she had come. She knew learning English alone was not easy, but she was determined to keep going. Months passed, and Susan could feel the difference. She understood more when she listened to English. She could read books faster and write longer diary entries. Speaking was still a little difficult, but she was improving every day. One day she decided to try something new. She recorded herself speaking English and listened to it. At first, she didn't like how she sounded, but she noticed that her pronunciation was getting better. She kept practicing, and each time she sounded more confident. A few weeks later, she had a big moment. She joined a live online discussion in English. Her heart was beating fast, but she reminded herself of all the practice she had done. When it was her turn to speak, she took a deep breath and spoke clearly. She made some mistakes, but she didn't stop. The others understood her, and that made her so happy. After the discussion, she looked back at her journey. She remembered the days when she felt shy and unsure. Now she could read, listen, write, and even have conversations in English. She was proud of herself. Susan knew that learning a language never really ends. There was still more to improve, but she had proven to herself that she could do it. With patience, practice, and determination, she had improved her English alone, and she was excited to keep going.